Jannik, welcome back to Melbourne Park. You couldn't defend your title at the one-point slam, so how do you see your chances for a three-peat in the real tournament?
Yeah, hopefully I have a bit more control over three or five sets, but no, it's great to be back here. It's such a special place for me, and starting the season here is always very, very nice, very beautiful, and obviously you never know what's happening, so let's see what's coming.
Ben, I actually wanted to ask about one-point slam since he already mentioned it. What was that pressure like of being there? You've played a lot of big matches, but serving to an amateur in front of all these people and missing, like, what's going through your mind in that moment, and do you understand, like, what it takes to win that kind of really intense, really short, focused event?
No, it's honestly it was a great experience. I was not a big fan in the beginning, but when you are there and playing and seeing other matches play, it was so fun, and to see packed stadium and before the main event, it's great. And yeah, there was no better ending, I would say, especially for the first edition of this, that an amateur wins. He really needs it, in a very positive way, and yeah, so. But it was something different, no? Because you're not warm, you wait, 40 minutes, and then you just play maybe 1 point, or you don't even play because someone makes a mistake, and it was something fun to play, but mostly also to watch. I loved to watch also the end, and it was very nice.
Russell?
Hi, Jannik. Could you talk us through the decision not to play a warm-up event here in Australia, and also on the exhibition with Carlos in South Korea? When you're playing him in an exhibition as opposed to in a Grand Slam, do you learn very much about playing him?
Well, this exhibition or every exhibition is so different, You don't really have this full match feeling, back. You're not this nervous and tight before this kind of matches, it's completely different. In the other way, it's good that you play again a bit, in front of a crowd, which gives you this nice feeling. And but it was a pretty relaxed, occasion. In the past couple of years, I haven't played any official match before here, because of the simple fact that I wanted to have a good off-season, a longer off-season, to get ready for this season again. And today I have, one practice match with Felix, which, helps a bit to have this match feeling hopefully a bit back. Doesn't matter about the result today. It's more about, getting out there and understanding the feeling of the court. And then hopefully I'm ready, But in the other way, even sometimes to play a tournament before, it can help you, but it also cannot help you, because every situation and then general feeling, especially in a Grand Slam, is different. So let's see what's coming.
Hey, you said after the U.S. Open you wanted to work on your variety and, get some new weapons. What did you want to work on in the off season?
We worked a lot on trying to make the transition to the net. The serve, we changed a couple of things, but all small details, when you are at the top level, there are, the small details make the difference. So, but I would say, the first matches, you try to get used to the match feeling again, and then after you try to add something. But again, we see how things go. We see what conditions we play in, because today is, for example, very, very windy, so it's completely different than playing, even in the evening or night sessions. So let's see what this season will bring.
Simon?
On the same lines, Jannik, when you're trying to add variety, do you do it? Will you use it against every player, or is it really solely for Carlos?
No, it's not only for one specific player. Look, it's if you add something to your game, the aim is to get better as a tennis player. It's not about beating one guy. it's more about feeling comfortable in every situation, you know. That's what we tried to do in the off season. We worked a lot physically. You know, also the physical part is now so important because the matches and they can get very long, but also very intense. You know, the tennis now it's very fast, so you have to be at the top physical level as long as you can. The season is very long, so you have to manage your body in the best possible way. Also the mental ability to stay there always, it's going to be very important. But it's not only for one player. No, it's that you feel comfortable in many situations.
Jonathan?
I just want to ask you about Darren. I mean, this time last year, we thought that would be his last year with you, last season with you. Just tell us how important he is to you and what the plan is going forward with him.
Yeah, he's, you know, so important for all of us, you know, for all the team. He has this huge experience. He knows me now as not only as a player but also as a person now in a different way. He's very important, you know. He's the man who has under control kind of everything. He's our dad for the whole team, and it's good to have him, you know. You feel in a very safe place, and it's good, you know. So let's see what's coming for us this year.
Last in English there?
This is a great tournament for you, but you've spoken about how last year was difficult for you, and for a moment you considered walking away from tennis. Can you tell me more about that moment?
Well, you know, last year was definitely, I would say, much more difficult situation. Because in this year in this moment last year, I didn't know exactly what's gonna happen. So, you know, I tried still to enjoy it when you go out on the court, but you still have it in your head, you know, kind of. So it was difficult. Now it's tough to say because, you know, I know the ending, you know. I knew the kind of ending, I knew what was coming out, but in the same time, it was difficult, you know, for me, but also for the family. You know, I tried to stay with the people I really love, which at times worked very well. At times it was, you know, a bit disappointing too, but it is what it is, right? After that I felt, I think everything happens for a reason, and it got me even stronger as a person. Doesn't, you know, taken away the player's part. The person I've become, it's much more, you know, mature in a way, because I see things when they're not going in the right direction in different ways. And I surrounded myself with really, really good people, and I'm very happy with the people I have. So that for me is the most important. And, you know, whatever comes on court, the result-wise, that's all an extra. And I live the sport also in a very different way now, which is relaxed, but I give everything I have. You know, it's a balance of everything. And so, yeah, I'm very happy.
Italiano.